Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news. The buzz around the NFL right now is centered on a potential blockbuster trade that has Bills fans buzzing with excitement and division rivals sweating a little more than they'd like. Rumors are swirling that the Buffalo Bills are making a serious push to strengthen their secondary, and one of the key pieces they're reportedly eyeing is none other than L'Jarius Sneed from the Tennessee Titans. This isn't just idle speculation. Sources close to the league suggest that the Bills are in active negotiations, and the deal could be finalized soon, possibly shifting the landscape of the AFC East in a big way. Now let's break down what this means for the Bills, what Sneed brings to the table, and how this move fits into the bigger picture of Buffalo's current roster and their quest for Super Bowl glory. To start, Sneed is an aggressive, versatile cornerback who has proven himself in the league with a mix of shutdown ability and playmaking skills. He's only 28 years old, and he's been performing at a high level this season with a PFF grade of 78. 4 overall, ranking him 12th among all cornerbacks in the NFL. His coverage grade isn't far behind either, sitting at 76. 9, which places him among the top 15 in the league. What really makes Sneed stand out is his capability to contribute both in coverage and run defense, where he grades at 79 too, ranking in the top 10. His stats are impressive, especially considering the kind of impact he can have on a defense. Sneed has accumulated 42 solo tackles, 12 assisted tackles, and 2 interceptions so far this season. These interceptions are crucial, as they've shown his ability to make game-changing plays when the team needs it most. He's also recorded 9 pass defenses, with a completion allowed rate of just 56, 2% and yards per target of 6.8. His EPA per target is 12, indicating he's effective in limiting the big plays. Additionally, Sneed's pressure rate on quarterbacks stands at 5, which might seem modest, but is complemented by his ability to shadow and contain top receivers. Looking at his career, he's accumulated 10 interceptions and 45 pass defenses, with 3 sacks and a target share of nearly 17%. His standout performances include 2 shutdown games against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and despite minor injuries such as hamstring issues, he's maintained a high level of play. Comparatively, some analysts are drawing parallels between Sneed and Jaire Alexander from the Green Bay Packers in 2023, who finished with an elite PFF grade of 85. 2. When on the field, Sneed has been known to boost forcing incompletions by about 18%, making him a real threat to opposing offenses. Now, why would the Titans be willing to trade such a valuable asset? Well, the Titans are in a rebuild mode after their recent struggles, especially with the focus shifting towards developing their young quarterback and rebuilding the roster around him. They've also extended players like Ridley, which indicates a shift in priorities towards a more offensive-focused team, and their defense has taken a hit, allowing an average of 28 points per game. Cap space is a factor here, too. The Titans are carrying a $105 million cap hit, with a rebuild clearly on their agenda, and trading Sneed for a future first-round pick in 2026 and a second-rounder in 2027 makes perfect sense in that context. For the Bills, acquiring Sneed doesn't come with an overpay. They're addressing a pressing need at cornerback, especially after dealing with injuries to their other key CBs like Johnson, who missed 2 games due to shoulder issues, and Lewis, who's been battling an ankle injury but still maintaining a PFF coverage grade of 70. 9. Buffalo's secondary has been solid, but adding a player of Sneed's caliber could elevate them into one of the league's best units, especially in a division where explosive offenses like Miami and the Jets are always lurking. The impact of this potential move is enormous. Sneed's aggressive style and playmaking ability are exactly what the Bills need to take their defense to the next level. His projected stats this season include 3 more interceptions and a boost of 12 pass defenses. His presence on the field could lead to a 20% increase in coverage wins, a reduction of big plays by about 15%, and an overall improvement of roughly 10% in PFF defensive grades. More importantly, he would significantly improve third down stops by about 12%, which is vital for keeping offenses off the field and controlling the clock. Furthermore, Snead's ability to match up against top receivers like Miami's Tyreek Hill or other division threats would be a game changer. His history of elite man coverage, with a grade of 76. 9, combined with his knack for forcing turnovers, makes him a perfect fit for the Bills' aggressive defensive scheme under Sean McDermott. When paired with other playmakers like Douglas, this duo could elevate the Bills' secondary into one of the league's best, especially in high-stakes playoff games. The stats show that this kind of upgrade could add around 10 more responses per game, including more interceptions, which are crucial in tight playoff battles. Looking at the bigger picture, the impact on the Bills' Super Bowl odds could be significant. Currently, they're listed at plus 1,200, but with the addition of Snead and the expected boost to their defense, those odds could shrink to around plus 600 or even lower. His presence is projected to increase the Bills' chances of winning in the playoffs by about 21%, especially given his ability to help secure more coverage wins and disrupt the opponent's passing game. On the other side, the Titans' odds would likely plummet, reflecting their rebuilding phase, with their Super Bowl chances dropping to plus 25000. For Buffalo fans, this move isn't just about adding another talented player. It's about laying the foundation for a potential dynasty. With Snead in the fold, the Bills would have a versatile, aggressive corner who can excel in both man and zone coverage, and their secondary would become a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. This could also extend the Bills' window of contention, giving them a better shot at making deep playoff runs and ultimately securing that elusive second Super Bowl title. McDermott's defense has always been built around forcing turnovers and creating pressure, and Snead fits perfectly into that mold. His ability to cover elite receivers and generate turnovers aligns with the Bills' identity of tough, aggressive defense. Of course, the trade isn't just about this season. The Bills are looking at the long-term picture as well, and acquiring a young, talented CB like Snead helps set up their secondary for years to come. With the NFL's emphasis on passing and the increasing importance of versatile defensive backs, this move signals that Buffalo is all in on maximizing their championship window. The team's front office is clearly making strategic moves to stay competitive, and with Snead's addition, they're sending a message that they're not just in it to make the playoffs, they're here to contend for the Super Bowl. In conclusion, this potential trade marks a pivotal moment for the Bills. It's a move that signifies their intent to reinforce their defense, improve their secondary drastically, and put themselves in the best possible position to chase another Lombardi trophy. The synergy between the team's current roster and the addition of a player like Snead could be the difference maker in a highly competitive AFC. As fans, we should be excited about the prospects of seeing our defense become even more dominant, especially in critical moments during the playoffs. The Bills are positioning themselves for a serious run, and this move could be the catalyst that propels them into the next level of NFL dominance. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, Bills fans are right to be optimistic. This move not only addresses a current need, but also signals a long-term commitment to building a championship-caliber team. The AFC East is stacked, with Miami's high-powered offense and the Jets' improving squad, but Buffalo has the defense to match or even surpass them with the right additions. Adding Snead could be the piece that pushes the Bills over the top, giving them the confidence to go toe-to-toe with anyone in the league come playoff time. And let's not forget the importance of the division race. A strong secondary is vital for containing the explosive offenses that are becoming the hallmark of the AFC East. The Bills have always been known for their potent offense led by Josh Allen, but it's their defense that's been the missing piece. With Snead in the mix, Buffalo's secondary becomes a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks, forcing more turnovers and creating more scoring opportunities for their offense. As we look at the upcoming stretch of the season, it's clear that every game counts even more. The Bills are in a prime position to make a deep playoff run, and this trade could be the catalyst. The organization's front office is clearly thinking big, and with the playoffs in sight, every addition counts. The fans are energized, and the team's chemistry is building towards what could be a historic postseason run. The potential signing of Snead also sends a message to the rest of the league. Buffalo is not just content with being good, they want to be great. They're stacking their roster with players who can make game-changing plays, and Snead is a perfect example of that. His ability to shut down top receivers, combined with his knack for creating turnovers, makes him an invaluable asset to any team with Super Bowl aspirations. Finally, it's worth noting that this move isn't just about this season. The long-term implications are just as exciting. Snead fits perfectly into the Bills' defensive scheme, and his youth and talent ensure he'll be a key piece for years to come. The Bills' front office has shown a clear vision for sustained success, and adding a player like Snead is a statement that they're committed to staying at the top of the NFL for seasons ahead. So, Bills fans, get ready for what could be an exciting next chapter. This potential trade is more than just a roster upgrade. It's a bold statement of intent. The Bills are positioning themselves as serious contenders, and with moves like this, they're making sure everyone knows it. The journey to another Super Bowl isn't over yet, and with Snead now potentially in the fold, the Bills are looking more dangerous than ever. Buckle up, because this season could be one for the history books, and we're all in this together, cheering for our team, hoping for that elusive Lombardi trophy. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Buffalo Bills. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news.